Hey there, hi there, hello world. This is Ellie and I just wanted to welcome you back to the video 2 in this series covering my entire deck collection. So here in video 2, I'll be pretty much covering the rest of the collection, which is Oracle decks, affirmation decks, astro decks. So there's a lot of different kinds of miscellaneous decks that'll be falling into this video here. If you're looking to see video 1, which covers my entire tarot deck collection, I will provide that link in the description below, so you can find that there if you'd like to watch that. Otherwise, let's go ahead and move on into this video. So again, grab some snacks, get comfy, and hang out here with me while we go through my Oracle deck collection. We'll see you there. All right, hello, welcome. Let's go ahead and get started. This is bound to be a doozy of a video. So here we'll start with Fortune Oracle, and this is by Sharina Starr. So a very cute deck, cute art. I believe it was just released not too long ago, a couple months ago, if not like maybe a month and a half or so. But here is the guidebook, full color, very nice. And here are the cards. This is the deck back. And here are just a few cards. So a really neat deck to use in conjunction with tarot. Well, I mean, most Oracle cards are. That's how I use them. So they're usually my kind of overarching energy or energy theme of the question being asked. So very helpful. Yeah, that is the Fortune Oracle by Sharina Starr. Up next is the Starlight Frequencies Oracle, and this deck is by Dark Moon Crystals. So let's go ahead and open up this very pretty Oracle deck. So here are the card backs. This is gold foil, by the way. It's super pretty. Gold gilded edges. And here are the cards. I don't know if you can see them very well. This is Great Awakening. Universal Consciousness. Expansive Growth. Yeah, so these are really neat cards that speak to where you are in your journey, your awakenings for your connection to the divine and to spirit, and just really serves as a really cool way to kind of check in with the energies surrounding your personal transformation, your personal growth. All right, that is the Starlight Frequencies Oracle. All right, next is one of my absolute favorites because it is so pretty. This is the Salton Sea Energy Oracle deck, and this is by Rachel Rubino. And let's take a look. Here we have the inside, the guidebook. Very nice guidebook. And the cards are just so lovely. Take a look at this. These are the card backs. And here are the fronts. So this Oracle deck really just resonates with anybody who has a calling to the ocean and, you know, the sea life, the things you can find around the ocean, abalone shell. So a really neat Oracle deck. Very pretty artwork. Artwork is by Flo Holdsworth, in case you're wondering. And yeah, just a very serene, peaceful feeling kind of deck. Super pretty artwork. And as somebody who lives relatively close to the ocean, this is definitely my vibe. So yeah, that is the Salton Sea Energy Oracle deck by Rachel Rubino and art by Flo Holdsworth. All right, next up is this very cool, very pretty Opal Oracle cards deck. by Heather Agosta. And let's go ahead and pop this open. As you can see, I've destroyed the tuck box a little. Set that there. Okay, and here are the card backs. Very, very pretty color scheme for this deck. I will tell you, very nice. Here we have the guidebook. There's a little bit of information there for you. And here are the cards. So these are very neat, beautifully done, with art that looks almost like gems, and just like little phrases, little keywords here that pertain to the message the card is giving you. And they're very lovely cards, but they're very slippery, so I have to be careful when I'm holding these, or when I shuffle actually. They're also a little bit larger than I'm used to, so it gets to be a bit troublesome, but I love these cards. I love this deck. All right, and this is the Opal Oracle cards by Heather Agosta. All right, here is the Wild Whiskers Spirit Animal Oracle, and this is by Fina Laura. Fina, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but yes, these are very, very beautiful cards. I love the art. Let me show you. Oh, this in here is a little insert. That's just a little bit about each card. Let's look at the deck itself. So here we go, card backs. Very beautiful art here. And these are the card fronts. Very cute illustrations. The animals are so whimsical, and the messages that come down here, we've got some keywords. The messages that come out down here are just very cute, very loving. I feel like it's encouragement in a deck. And they've got cute names like a tenacious tiger, the grounded goat, the happy hedgehog, so cute, prosperous pig, rowdy rooster, modest mouse, makes me think of the band, the earnest elephant, and so forth. So yeah, each of these animals has their own, again, their own feel to it. This is the humble honeybee. We've got a few keywords as well as a little message of encouragement down here. So very cute deck. Love it so very much. And yeah, that is the Wild Whiskers Oracle deck by Fina Laura. All right, next up is a deck I am sure most of us have seen. So this is the Prism Oracle. A very interesting, very cool deck, especially if you love colorful, vivid card decks. So let's go ahead and open this up. Oh, and this is by Nicole Pivirotto. Okay. Forgive me if I did not pronounce that correctly. So here's the guidebook. We've got a few spreads in there. All the meanings of the cards are the intuitive kind of like helpers there. Let's go ahead and get these out. All right, gold holographic edges. So here's the card. Oops, there we go. Card back. And here are the fronts. And they all are super colorful, as you will see. Consciousness, ghost, pain, love, surrender. Yeah. So each of these cards is pretty much done in just the one color and the white outline. But they're all very unique, very beautiful. I love how very simple the art is, but the color helps make that very strong impact. Really cool deck to work with. Yeah. This is the Prism Oracle, and it is by Nicole Pivirotto. right, so next we have this beautiful, beautiful Oracle deck, the Embroidered Graveyard. And this is actually a deck that if you've seen my Instagram page, I did a full-on flip through. I did a little live on this one because it was just so beautiful. It remains one of my absolute favorites. And there we go. And this is by the same creator who did the Embroidered Forest. That is Alicia. I cannot recall last name, but please forgive me. But yes, if you look up the Embroidered Forest, that beautiful tarot deck, you will find the artist creations. Absolutely amazing. There we go. It's the deck back, and here are the fronts. Beautiful, beautiful deck. I am kicking myself in the pants for not getting the Embroidered Forest yet. That is definitely one of the tarot decks on my must-buy list. Yeah. Very beautiful art. Most of the figures are skeletal, as this is kind of themed to like the graveyard. Absolutely gorgeous cards, gorgeous art. I hope we come across my favorite card, Community. If not, that's okay. Samhain. Live deliciously. So yeah, this is the Embroidered Graveyard. And that is a gorgeous deck. All right, so next up we have the Saltwater Spirit Oracle cards. This is a very beautiful deck. I probably post about it a lot on my Instagram. But this is written and illustrated by Yana Saint-Levy. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But yes, this deck is the sister Oracle deck to the Age of Aquarius Tarot, which I featured in my tarot deck collection review, or not review, but just kind of go through video. So I can link that in the description below, but let's go ahead and get into this deck. So it's actually not in here because I work with it a lot. So let me grab that here. And here are the cards. It might be a little difficult to see the details. It is a very pale and ethereal kind of deck, but the back here features very light, very bright. There's seashells up here, and there's little pearl border details here. And oh, silver holographic edges, very pretty. All right, so here are some of the cards. And these are really neat because we have the card name, well, there's a number, card name, and then just kind of a little message associated with it. Again, just very beautiful, ethereal energy from this deck. The imagery is stunning. And it's just so pretty. I love working with this deck. It goes with so many other tarot decks that I use as well because it just, I don't know, I feel like it communicates messages very clearly, very, they just mesh well with everybody. They're the social butterfly of my Oracle decks. So yeah, that is the Saltwater Spirit Oracle by Yana Saint-Levy. And that is a very gorgeous deck. Up next is another deck that I work extensively with, so it's not in the box. I'll pick it up from right over here in a second. But this is the You Are Here Oracle deck, and this is by Monica Ann. And I purchased this one off of Etsy. I don't know if they're still available, but they are absolutely gorgeous. Again, I use this a lot, so they are not in here. Full color guidebook, always appreciated. Very cool. Here are the card backs. Very cool. I love this deck so very much. Okay, so here we go. This is the art on the front. Very pretty, again, very dreamlike as well. I feel like this deck reminds me of like dreams and lucid dreaming. So here we go. And these are really great at just kind of letting you know where you are, your soul currently in your journey. There's a really great spread too that's provided in the guidebook that details this. It even gives you prompts like your map. What is something that can help you? What is a roadblock? Something that's possibly hindering your journey. So it's a really, really cool, really reflective deck. And again, I work with this one extensively, so it is one of my absolute favorites. Right, so that is You Are Here Oracle deck by Monica Ann. All right, up next is this very cool and very interesting Visions in the Liminal Space deck. All right, take a quick peek because the art is incredible. So yeah, this is created by Bakara Wintner and Kaylee Christensen. I hope I said that correctly. There we go. Let's open it up. All right, now this deck does come with a little guidebook. Gives you everything you need to know. Perfect. And let's take a look at some of the cards here. So very nice cards, very lightweight, easy to shuffle. This would be the first one. So these are the cards. Very interesting concepts here. And liminality is something that I've recently just been kind of getting into and learning more about. And I find that it's just comforting. I don't know, a lot of people are kind of made uneasy by it, but I think it's kind of neat. Yes, that reminds me, did I bring my water bottle? Yeah, so that is a peek at Visions in the Liminal Space. This deck is created by Bakara Wintner and Kaylee Christensen. All right, so pardon the glare. There will be glare. There it is. This is the Hummingbird Wisdom Oracle Cards deck, and this is by Ellen Valadares. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And the illustrations are by Yasmin Westwood. Very gorgeous deck, let me tell you. So let's go ahead and open this up. We've got a full color guidebook. Don't snap at me. Okay. Full color guidebook, very pretty. As you can see, the card backs, gorgeously illustrated. And here are the card fronts. So each of these has a hummingbird art. The name is up here at the top, and there's a message down here as well. So pretty. And I love hummingbirds. These are, I think, animal guides for me. I consider them very special to me. So when I saw this deck, I had to get it. So again, just very, very pretty art, sweet and gentle messages, and just overall a very gorgeous deck. So that is Hummingbird Wisdom by Ellen Valadares. Don't know. All right, next up we have this really cool deck. This is Magical Times Empowerment Cards by Jody Bergsma. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Let's pop this open. Here we go. Neat little flip top deck box here. So we have a little insert with some messages from the cards. This is a little title card here. All right. This is the absolutely gorgeous back of the card. Love that. And here are the card front. So there we go. I found this to be a very, how would you describe, a very like in tune deck. It seems to pick up very easily the messages that it wants to relay and speaks really well with other Oracle decks as well. And the art is just really gorgeous. So that is Magical Times Empowerment Cards by Jody Bergsma. All right, next up we have, well, the next two will be these absolutely gorgeous cards. Let me show you the art. Super pretty. So this deck is called the Messenger Oracle, and it is by Raven Phelan. Okay, I promise I will learn how to pronounce beautiful names. All right, so let's go ahead and take a peek on the inside. We have a very pretty cover art for your guidebook. It is not in full color, but it gives you so much information on the card. It is stunning to look at. Here are the cards. So these are the card backs. And here are the front of the cards. Again, just absolutely stunning art. This is so cool. I am so glad I pulled this out of the shelf to film, because now I remember that I have them and I need to use these. These are absolutely gorgeous. The messages here at the bottom are very straightforward and simple, yet very intuitive, so you know exactly why they're coming out in the reading. They speak very clearly to what you're looking for. All right, so that is the Messenger Oracle by Raven Phelan. Goodness, I'll get it right. I promise I will. There we go. All right, and here we go, the other beautiful deck by Raven. This is the Seeker Oracle. Let's take a peek here. So the guidebook is very similar to the other one. No full color, but amazing amount of information here, which is perfect. And let's take a look here. Now the card backs, I believe, are the same as the Messenger Oracle, which means that you can use them interchangeably. However, I try to keep them separate because I will probably mix them up and not know where to put them. So here's some of the art. There we go. Very, very beautiful, very powerful art, I feel like. Being bullheaded. Be of service. Gorgeous. A queen bee. So yeah, again, another deck that I have severely underutilized. I will remedy that. Absolutely gorgeous. Almost reminds me of a Lisa Frank. Okay, so that is the Seeker Oracle, also by Revin Phelan. All right, up next, let's do another back-to-back. This is by Katie Jane Wright, and we have two decks here, the Earth Alchemy Oracle, as well as the Spirit Animal Wisdom Oracle. So let's take a peek first at Earth Alchemy Oracle, one of my favorite decks to work with. Comes with a very nice box. So here is the guidebook. Again, full of a lot of information, absolutely wonderful. Love it, appreciate that. And let's take a look at the deck. So here is the card back, and here is the front. Absolutely gorgeous. This is Ethiopian Opal, and gives you a card meaning and just some keywords to know about the energy of the card, the message that it is relaying. The artwork is so pretty. The art is by Nikki Strange for both decks, so you know they are going to be absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous. All right, so that is the Earth Alchemy Oracle, and this is the one themed to plants and crystals by Katie Jane Wright. And now we'll take a peek at the Spirit Animal Wisdom. All right, so now looking at Spirit Animal Wisdom, let's pop this open. We have the guidebook, and this one has an image of the card on here as well, so that's very cool. Taking a peek here at the cards. These are the card backs. Very pretty. And these are the fronts. So each of these is an animal, and it gives you their elemental association, a keyword here, and a little message. So very beautiful deck. Love the art. The panda. Gorgeous phoenix here. All right. So again, that is the Spirit Animal Wisdom Oracle deck by Katie Jane Wright, illustrated by Nikki Strange. All right, another deck that I work extensively with, essentially daily. This is Daily Crystal Inspiration, and this is by Heather Askinosi. So it is a oracle deck completely based on crystals, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you. These are the card backs, and these are the front. So we have a beautiful, beautiful photo of the crystal itself, the name, and the message that it wants to relay. So for example, here we have turquoise, and the message is prioritize your health. Beautiful photos of these crystals. I love this citrine. I loved drawing these cards daily when I first got this deck. This was something that I did just to kind of set the tone for the day. What message did I need to hear? So it was one of my favorites when I first started. Actually, one of the first oracle decks that I purchased, so it is near and dear to my heart, and I work with it pretty much daily. All right, so that is Daily Crystal Inspiration by Heather Askinosi. Okay, next up we have another double round. This is Sherilyn Darcy, And the decks that she has here are Magical Herb Oracle and Greenwich Oracle. One of my favorites, and I work with it daily, so the cards are over here. I'll show you those when we get to them, but first let's take a look at Magical Herb. These are very beautifully done decks, let me tell you. The guidebooks, this one comes in full color and gives you a lot of information about the magical correspondences for these herbs. Very beautiful card back. And the front is just beautiful. So here we have the main message of the card itself and the name of the plant or herb featured on the card. So this is St. John's wort with communication. Dandelion detox. Very beautiful. Very straightforward too. All right, so that is the Magical Herb Oracle. All right, so here we have Greenwich Oracle again by Sherilyn Darcy, one of my favorites. The guidebook is actually out on my shelf because I refer to it every so often. So here is the card back. Very cool because you can reverse them. And here we go. So these are the front art of the card. Absolutely beautiful. So we have almost like a painting of the herb or plant featured, and then just various little doodles that kind of give more insight into the card. We have an elemental association and the meaning of the card, as well as the name of the featured plant. Ritual. So yeah, again, these are just one of my many favorite cards to work with pretty much daily, so I use these a lot. All right, that is the Greenwich Oracle by Sherilyn Darcy. All right, next we have the Soul Helper Oracle, and this is a very intuitive deck. I feel like the messages that it gives during readings are just really spot on. So this is a deck by Christine Arana Fader, and it does come with this beautiful guidebook. A lot of information there for you. Here is the card back. This figure here, very cool peacock design. And these are the front of the cards. So beautifully done art. I feel like they're very, like I said, very spot on when it comes to readings. They give you a message here. So for example, a difficult path is being revealed. Ask for help and learn that we are all connected. So very cool. Some of these have actionable advice, which is always appreciated. And these are very good for doing just very thorough reflection of the self. Yeah, very cool. Very beautiful art. All right. So that is the Soul Helper Oracle, Messages from Your Higher Self, by Christine Arana Fader. Okay, next we have the Sacred Light Oracle, and this is by Anna Stark. So let's take a peek in here. we've got our guidebook, full color, very nice. And here are the card backs. Sorry for the glare. Very pretty. And here are the card fronts. So each of these cards does have kind of like the title and then just a little message here to supplement the meaning. Very beautiful art, I have to tell you. I mean, I'm pretty sure my camera is not doing a very good job at capturing the beauty of these cards, really. So yeah, that is the Sacred Light Oracle by Anna Stark. Okay, up next are some of my favorites. These are the Work Your Light Oracle and the Starseed Oracle. So these two are by Rebecca Campbell with the artwork by Danielle Noel, which, as you know, I am completely obsessed with her work. So let's go ahead and take a peek here. First at the Work Your Light Oracle cards. All right, so we have a beautiful guidebook. Lots of information here about the cards. Perfect. And here are the card backs. I kind of have to remember not to confuse these two, because sometimes I will think this one is the Starseed Oracle and vice versa. But let's go ahead and flip through here, looking at the Work Your Light Oracle cards. And you can tell this is Danielle Noel's art. It is very beautiful, very standout. Absolutely gorgeous cards. I usually bounce back and forth between using these and the Starseed Oracle, but I think I've been using the Starseed Oracle for a while now, a little bit longer than I was using Work Your Light, but they're both just equally amazing decks, really. All right, so that is the Work Your Light Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell and the artwork by Danielle Noel. All right, so here is the Starseed Oracle. Again, these are in heavy usage right now, so they're not actually in the box. Let me go ahead and pull them out here. There we go. So this is the back of the deck. Beautiful. And here is the front. Let's flip through some of the cards. So again, just very uniquely Danielle Noel, with the beautiful messages from Rebecca Campbell. One of my absolute favorite decks to work with. And that is the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell, artwork by Danielle Noel. Gorgeous. Okay, so since we were looking at Danielle Noel's work, I decided to pull this one up. Next, this is the Ocean Dreams Oracle by Danielle Noel, and this is her independent release. So this is all her beautiful creation, and I love this deck so very much. Here is the guidebook. Comes with a lot of information. It is full color, absolutely beautiful. The full review and flip through is actually on my Instagram page, because I went crazy when this one first came out and I finally got a copy in my hands. I was just so excited. All right, so here is the back of the card with this beautiful watery scene here. And there is a figure in the water there. Okay, so here are the cards themselves. Beautiful, beautiful deck to use completely intuitively. Or you can study the guidebook and just kind of look at the meanings of the cards. But I love to use this one intuitively because the imagery along with the message just really gives you a sense of the message coming through when this card appears, or when each individual card appears. Beautiful. I love this card so much. So much. Okay, this is very much a Danielle Noel style at her best. I mean, look at it. And I know she's got more projects coming in. I think I mentioned it in my tarot collection video, but she has this shadow version of the Moonchild Tarot coming out, and I am ready for it. Very cool. Beautiful art. Just makes you feel like a dream. All right, so that is the Ocean Dreams Oracle by Danielle Noel. Okay, so up next is this beautiful companion to the Moon Witch Tarot. This is the Moon Witch Oracle cards by Cosmic Valeria. So let's go ahead and take a peek at these extremely gorgeous cards. All right, so here we have the guidebook with lots of information to be read about these cards. And here are the cards themselves. This is the back of the card. And here we have the front. So there are gold foil accents throughout, which make this a very magical, beautiful deck. So pretty. I love the art. Focus your energy. All right. So this is the Moon Witch Oracle by Cosmic Valeria. Next up, we have another deck that I feel like I severely underutilize. This is a very beautiful deck, the Wandering Soul Oracle. All right, well, let's go ahead and take a peek here. So we have the guidebook, lots of info here. And yes, the Wandering Soul Oracle by Rachel Jean. Just want to make sure I found the creator name there. There we go. This box is so cute. There is silver holographic foil throughout, as well as on the deck. So let's take a look here. This is the back. And here are the fronts. Again, this is, I feel like, one of the very easy to read intuitively decks, and they communicate very beautifully when used in conjunction with other oracle decks or especially tarot. Just beautiful. Very simple but impactful art along with the message here. Love it, love it, love it. I really need to work with this one a lot more. This was the Wandering Soul Oracle by Rachel Jean. All right, next up we have this really cool Angel Answers Oracle cards, and this is by Radley Valentine. And I don't have that many of his Oracle decks, but this one is just really cool. So we've got our guidebook here, plenty of information. And these are the backs of the cards. What did I do? Oh, I think I split them off. Okay, so these are very interesting in that they have different things going on. So as you can see, this one has blue back, this one has gold, purple. So very interesting deck. These are like confirmation. So pretty much yes, no, stop, go. The yellow ones here have time frames. And these purple ones here are messages. So a very unique deck. I've utilized it only a few times. I probably should do more. But I just found it a little odd that they're different colors, so maybe that's probably why I set them aside like that. Listen to your intuition. So yeah, really cool deck though. The artwork is really, really pretty, very vibrant. Very angelic, of course, as is expected from Radley Valentine. But yeah, this is the Angel Answers Oracle cards from Radley Valentine. Okay, next up, please forgive me if I say this incorrectly. This is the Delanoi Oracle, which I believe translates to of the night. Not sure if that's French, possibly, I don't know. Okay, let's go and take a look in here. So this Oracle deck is pretty cool. It features characters from fairy tales, I believe. And I must have been doing something here. Okay, here are the meanings, and they do come in multiple languages, so this is a low Scarabeo Oracle deck. So taking a look at the cards themselves. It's the back. And here is the front. So yeah, we have Dorothy Gale, the Evil Queen, Peter Pan. This one's super cool. Princess and the Frog. So yeah, it is characters from fairy stories, fairy tales, and legends. And I feel like this one would actually work really well with the Tarot of the Divine. So really cool. Beautiful illustrations too. All right. Oh, and I did not say this is a deck by Alexandra V. Bach. So again, this is the Delanoi Oracle by Alexandra V. Bach. Okay, next up we have this absolutely gorgeous deck. Okay, so this is the Angelarium Oracle of Emanations by Peter Moorbacher and Eli Minaya. Okay, so let's take a look here. I believe this is another low Scarabeo. All right, here we have the guidebook. Again, chock full of information, a lot to learn about in other languages as well. Pretty cool. Here we have the card back. And here is the card front, featuring all the various depictions of the angels. And I feel like this one probably do need to study the guidebook, unless you have already a very well-established knowledge of the angels and their associations, and how that translates into a reading. Very cool. Amazing art. That's what actually drew me to the deck in the first place. I love the art. It's absolutely stunning. Okay, so that is the Angelarium Oracle of Emanations by Eli Minaya and Peter Moorbacher. Right, next up we have this really cool Vintage Wisdom Oracle by Victoria Mosley. Mosley? I hope I'm saying that right. Okay, let's take a peek here. We have a guidebook, lots of info. And here we have the cards themselves. So let's take a look. This is the back of the card. And here are the fronts. Very beautiful art on these cards. Of course, a very vintage feel to it, which is why it's the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. I love the intuition card. So yeah, absolutely lovely, lovely deck. I need to use this way more often. Alright. So with that, let's go ahead and wrap it up. This is the Vintage Wisdom Oracle by Victoria Mosley. Goodness. Right. Alright, here is a fun Oracle deck that I picked up recently. This is the Coffee Cup Oracle, created by Amira Salton. So let's go ahead and open this up. Please forgive me during this brief struggle. Okay, here we go. So this is the guidebook that it comes with, full color, a great amount of information on these cards, although I will say that they're pretty intuitive. You can totally pick these up and start reading. And I don't like these styrofoam containers. All right, let's just skip that. Okay. So here are the backs of the cards. So you can see there's a little eye symbol there. And here are the fronts, with various symbols, and we have the name down here as well as the meaning or the energy coming through. Beautiful color palette too. Mostly blues with a little bit of like yellows and oranges to give a glow. Very cool. Oops. Right. So that is the Coffee Cup Oracle by Amira Salton. Okay, the next deck we have here is the Sea Soul Journeys Oracle cards by Pippa Best. And these are very beautiful cards. Comes with a very nice guidebook. Although it does not have color, it is very informational gives you a lot of knowledge on these cards. So, okay. So the really interesting thing about this deck is that the card backs are different. There's a set number of different designs. I think there's about 4. So it kind of helps them stand out, but at the same time it makes it a little bit, I don't know, weird to see that there's so many different card backs. But here's one. Here's another example. Here's another. Beautiful scenery though. And I believe that's it. There's only 4 different kinds. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's about 4 different kinds. So the card fronts are very, very pretty. Here we go. Depicting the sea, the ocean, water. Just a very beautiful energy from this deck as a whole. So we have our messages down here. Courageous, may each breaking wave build your courage. So just a very beautiful, inspiring deck, I think. Inspiring is the word I would use. Very pretty. Very encouraging as well. Okay, so that is the Sea Soul Journeys Oracle cards from Pippa Best, or by Pippa Best, rather. Yeah. Another beautiful deck. Love anything with the ocean, so. There you go. Okay, here we have the 2nd edition of the Practical Magic Inner Witch Oracle. And this was created by Grounded by the Moon, which has amazing stuff. I'm gonna go check out more. I know there's a tarot deck as well by Grounded by the Moon, so I need to go grab that. So here is the guidebook, full color, just full to the brim with information about the cards. Love it. And the cards themselves. Let me go ahead and pull these out here. So I got the Black Holographic Edges edition. I know there's another edition. I believe it's Gold Holographic Edges. I think. Don't quote me on that. But they're very pretty, regardless of which edition you get. And then this deck in particular does include a couple extra cards that have some spreads on them. So very cool. Nice. I don't use those, so I place them in there. And just to show you a few of the cards, here we have Practical Magic Energy. Beautifully illustrated cards. I love the little borders that are here. So pretty. So that is the Practical Magic Inner Witch Oracle, created by Grounded by the Moon. Okay, next we have the Deep Place Oracle by Ray Serafina Barker. This is a very beautiful, very stunning deck. Let me show you. So here we have the guidebook. Lots of information here for you. Very cool. And these cards, so beautiful. Can't even begin to describe. So here we have gold gilded edges. This is the art on the card back. A very beautiful ethereal scene. There's a staircase here in the background. Clouds and galaxies. Oh, just so pretty. Let's take a look at the cards. So here is Growth. Retreat. Yeah, just really stunning art. And very, very simple in its messaging, but I feel like they're also another one of those decks that even if you don't pick up the guidebook, just knowing what you're seeing on the card, just kind of getting that intuitive hit is pretty easy with these cards. They're very good at communicating what it is their message needs to be for you. And absolutely gorgeous art. So pretty. Do a few more here. All right. So that is the Deep Place Oracle deck by Ray Serafina Barker. All right, next up we have the Pure Magic Oracle by Andres Engracia. And this is probably one of the first Oracle decks that I purchased a while back. Very pretty. I don't use it often though, but yeah, here is the guidebook, full color, and a lot of detail about the cards. And here are the cards themselves. So this is the card back with this very pretty art. And here is the front. Pure Magic Oracle. It does feel like pure magic. It's very pretty. The art is really, I don't even know how to describe it. It feels like it's a fairy tale. So very pretty. So yeah, that is the Pure Magic Oracle by Andres Engracia. All right, so next we're going to look at the Mermaids and Dolphins and Magical Creatures of the Seas Oracle deck by Jillian Kemp. And this is a very interesting little deck. I love it. It's a little bit whimsical, a little bit odd, but who doesn't like whimsical and odd? All right, so this is the guidebook, full color, comes with a lot of spreads, a lot of information about each card. Love it. Always appreciate that about a deck. And here are the cards themselves. Let's make sure I've got this upright. The card back is my favorite thing about this deck. Very pretty. I believe it's called Lion's Paw shell. Okay, here are the front. The art featured is pretty interesting, pretty cool. Might be coming out a bit blurry. This camera is not cooperating today. Actually, might wind up re-recording everything. So very interesting cards, very pretty. And it's almost like flipping through a fairy tale book. And these have mystical creatures and sea creatures from legend and myth from around the world, so pretty cool. Right. That is the Mermaids and Dolphins and Magical Creatures of the Seas. Oracle cards by Jillian Kemp. Alright, up next we have the Cosmic Guidance Oracle cards by Annie Tarasova. And if you're not familiar, Annie Tarasova is the artist behind the Dreamy Moons art. Here we go. Beautiful guidebook. Lots of information on the cards. However, they are pretty darn intuitive, so you don't usually have to worry about that. Beautiful silver gilded edges. There are silver foil accent rather, on all the cards. And the card back here reads, "I open myself to guidance from the universe." Very pretty. Alright, so here are the cards. Flip through a few here. This is one of my favorite decks to use, especially in readings where Spirit wants to give you a little bit of cheering on. You see the silver foil here. It gives it a very magical effect. Alright, so that is the Cosmic Guidance Oracle deck by Annie Tarasova. Okay, up next we've got some decks by Sandra Ann Taylor. This is, I think, one of the more widely recognized Oracle decks. This is the Energy Oracle cards. And let's go ahead and take a look. Nice big guidebook here. Lots and lots and lots of information. This is a 53 card Oracle deck, so lots of cards as well. And, oh, I was doing a reading with the angels here. Okay, so these are the card backs. And these are the card fronts. So very cool how it gives you energy readings. Energy Oracle cards. I don't find myself using these too often, but when I do, they're really spot on. Their messages come through very clearly and really help the reading. Yeah, very beautiful deck. The figures in the cards are very photorealistic. It's a little bit unnerving, not gonna lie. Yeah, beautiful. And let's show you here. These are the angels, as well as the chakra association. So Michael, Ariel, yeah, very, very pretty. And there we go. Those are the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Alright, just now realizing that I had another Sandra Ann Taylor deck. So this one is the Priestess of Light Oracle, and this one was actually done with Kimberly Weber. So let's go ahead and take a look. These cards are very beautiful. So here's the guidebook. A lot of information there. And here are the cards. I believe they go this way. Okay, so here are the card backs. And these are the front of the cards. So let's take a look. The art on these cards is absolutely gorgeous. They are all feminine figures. This deck really speaks to me for divine feminine energy, encouragement, empowerment, whatever you need. Very beautiful. Okay, so that is the Priestess of Light Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber. Okay, this is the Divine Feminine Oracle, and this is by Megan Watterson. Megan Watterson. Okay, let's pop this open real quick. This deck has very beautiful art. A nice big guidebook. A lot of information, a lot of reading. If you're studying the Divine Feminine, this is an excellent deck. All right, card back. And here are the front of the cards. Very cool depictions. And it's super cool that it's diverse from cultures around the world. Always appreciate that. So that is the Divine Feminine Oracle by Megan Watterson. Okay, up next I wanted to share the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle cards. And this deck is by Shannon Kaiser. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, we've got a very nice guidebook here. A lot of information. Even has a few spreads, I believe, but yeah, really good guidebook. And here we have the beautiful card backs. The art is very pretty. And here are the fronts of the cards. And these are pretty big. I have a tough time shuffling them unless I do, I think it's overhand, but they're just really, really awesome cards. And the messages that come through resonate really beautifully. Very pretty. And as the box says, these cards are really cool for just kind of like self-reflection and alignment. They're very loving and encouraging. And there are also prompts down here at the bottom to help you reflect. Beautiful cards. All right, so that is the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle deck by Shannon Kaiser. All right, next up is this beautiful ethereal beauty. This is the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle. And this is by Dark Moon Crystals and Prism and Fleur Design Studio. So one of the studios slash artists slash creators that I follow quite a bit. I love their art. Here we go. So this is the guidebook in full color. Very pretty. And let's take a look at the deck. So these are the card backs. Beautiful. Oh, and let's check out the edging here. This is like a rose gold foil edging. Very pretty. And here we have the cards themselves. So they do feature crystals, as well as any associations with planets, or just kind of the message, the energy that's coming through with them. So here, for example, we have the black tourmaline, associated with planetary association is Pluto, and the message here is regeneration. So very beautiful imagery. These cards are just so gorgeous. I love this one. Spirit Quartz, one of my favorites. A very beautiful deck. I think with the lighting it might be difficult to just really see the beauty of these cards. Hopefully you can see them. So yeah, that is the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle, and created by Dark Moon Crystals and Prism and Fleur Design Studio. Next up we have the Begin Oracle deck, and this is absolutely gorgeous, created by Stacy Jane. Let's go ahead and open this up. So these are beautiful, beautiful cards, but they are huge for my little hands and a little bit unruly. So as you just saw, they kind of splay out all over the place, but absolutely beautiful. So here's the card back. Take a look at the card front here. And let's see, this is a 72 card Oracle deck. So that's quite a bit of cards. Not complaining at all. Super cool. So these cards are numbered and they have a message associated with them. And the art, like I said, is just stunning. Very cool. I love to use this one completely intuitively. Although it did come with a pretty big guidebook. It looks almost like a workbook. I thought it was a workbook at first. But it has so much information. It just really helps you take this deck to another level with your readings. Or takes your readings to another level. Yeah. So that is the Begin Oracle deck by Stacy Jane. All right, next up is this amazing Oracle deck I just got in not too long ago. This is the Signs of the Times Oracle, and this is by Crystal Banner. Amazing deck, let me tell you. I'm working with it, so let me grab it here. All right. So this deck is pretty intuitive. It comes with a guidebook, gives you a lot of information, but honestly, if you were to just pull the cards and start working with them right away, you'll know. So here are the card backs with this really cool sunburst pattern in black and white. Very cool. And here are the cards themselves. So what we're looking at here is the name of what item or what sign and the meaning. So here with the dice we have chance. And these cards, although some people say they're very simple, I think they're just beautifully to the point and give you a great example of just little ways that these synchronicities and signs do appear in your life. You know, the receipt, I'm always looking at that. And it's just a very beautiful reminder of the magic of the day-to-day, you know. Grand miracles don't always have to happen in order for us to know that you know, good things are flowing for us in the universe. So I really, really love this deck. This is the Signs of the Times Oracle by Crystal Banner. Highly recommend. Go for it. Okay, so here is an Oracle deck that I feel falls more into like the self-care category, but still a very beautiful deck. This is the Shine from the Inside Oracle cards by Brittany Carmichael with artwork by Jenna King. Very beautiful deck. Let me show you, right up my alley, of course. So here is the guidebook. Very pretty, full color, has a lot of detail, so perfect. And here are the cards themselves. I am obsessed with this silver hollow, and this is probably my absolute favorite card back ever. This beautiful like diamond pattern here with the moon and some crystals. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. All right, so here are the fronts of the cards. Allow unlimited abundance. Yes, I will. Okay. So here are the cards themselves. Now they're kind of self-care, like I said earlier, but they also kind of blend in just things you can do to kind of keep your eyes open to the magic of synchronicity, such as in this card, look for the signs and synchronicities. Release self-doubt and let go of fear. So just a lot of things that'll help kind of keep you radiant, keep you shining your light, right? Shine from the inside, as the deck is called. Beautiful art. The colors, I don't know if you can tell here, but it's very pastel watercolor. Artist did an amazing job. These cards are super gorgeous. Forgive someone. Very, very beautiful deck. This is the Shine from the Inside Oracle card deck by Brittany Carmichael. All right, next up we have some very cool Oracle decks here. They are actually decks that I believe I got them through my monthly Goddess Provisions subscription box. So if you look at goddessprovisions.com, that's where you can find these. And I believe they're also available any mass market retailer. But yeah, so these are the 3 different decks here. We'll go ahead and start with the Self-Care or Sacred Self-Care Oracle. And we'll just take quick peeks into each of these since there are a few. And yes, Jill Pyle is the CEO and co-founder of Goddess Provisions. So that is the name you will see throughout these 3 decks. All right, and here is the back of the card, as well as the card front. So this deck speaks to the various aspects of self-care. Right. That is the Sacred Self-Care Oracle by Jill Pyle. All right, so next we'll take a peek into the Sacred Cycles Oracle, and this is also by Jill Pyle with M. Dewey. So this is a oracle deck that covers sacred cycles. So forewarning, there will be mentions here of menstruation phases, cycles with the moon, cycles of our bodies. This is a very divine feminine energy deck. So yeah, here is the art of the card back. And here are the front of the cards. So here we're looking at spring, lunar eclipse, blue moon. It is a very beautiful deck that touches on the cycles of nature. I believe this is a really wonderful deck to work with if you're looking more to get in touch with the Divine Feminine. Anybody that has cycles. Everybody goes through cycles. We go through, you know, moon cycle, moon phases, and just phases in life. So a very lovely deck. Yeah, that is the Sacred Cycles Oracle by Jill Pyle and M. Dewey. All right, and next on the list we have Spirit Allies. This one's really cool. This is also by Jill Pyle, but also Sydney Backert, illustrated by J.K. Very beautiful deck. This is one of the more recent ones that came in the subscription box. So a little guidebook here, and very beautiful cards. Here we go. These are the card backs. Silver gilded edges. Okay, and here we go. A lovely, lovely deck combining animal energy, goddess energy, crystal energy, just all the various spirits. Zodiac energy, as you saw here with Pisces and Leo. So yeah, just very powerful feeling deck. Very cool. Alright, so that is the Spirit Allies Oracle deck by Jill Pyle and Sydney Backert. So next up we have the Moonology Oracle card series from Yasmin Boland, and these are two similar but different decks, and let me go ahead and show you. So the first one that came out, I believe, was the Moonology Oracle cards, and this is just a really cool deck that speaks to the different moon phases. I'll show you here. This is the guidebook. This is the back of the card. Here we go. So you see all the moon phases. And then here are just some messages that come with the various phases of the moon. Just a really, really neat deck. If you like to work with the cycles of the moon, very cool. All right, so that is the Moonology Oracle cards deck by Yasmin Boland. Right, so the next deck in that series is Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards. And this is a totally different deck, but it kind of follows the same idea as the original Moonology Oracle cards. And I'll go ahead and show you here. This is the guidebook with lots of wonderful information. And these are the cards. One of my absolute favorite card backs. Just so pretty. I love it. This is the back, and here we go to the front. So as you can see, we're still keeping in with the moon phases and the various, new moon in Taurus, and as you'll see, there's other zodiac alignments here. But this is a reworked deck, and the messages are a little bit different, but still very much a very moon-centric and encouraging deck. This is my favorite. So I love this deck. Very beautiful art. And although I really enjoy working with the original Moonology Oracle cards, this one is definitely a favorite. Right. So these are the Moonology Manifestation cards, also by Yasmin Boland. Right, so here we have a small but beautiful collection of oracle cards by creator Amanda Lynn Hales. And her art was, I believe I found this on Etsy. Her art was what really drew me into these cards. So yeah, this is seven Realm Designs. But I know there was another one. I think I purchased this one from House of Datura. I will double check. But yes, these are absolutely gorgeous. And we will go ahead and take a look at them briefly individually. So let me go ahead and pull that up. All right, so first up, we're taking a look at Messages from the Divine Oracle deck. And this is a second edition of a 32 card Oracle deck from Amanda Lynn Hales. However, this one was the deck that I purchased off of the House of Datura. So taking a look here, we will go ahead and flip through a few of these beautiful cards. These are another one of the creators that I feel like their art is just so beautiful and vivid and dreamlike. That's what really drew me to these cards when I first saw them. So beautiful. I knew I had to have these. Right. And that's a brief look. This is the Messages from the Divine. Messages from the Divine Oracle deck. Right, so next up we'll take a look here at the Into the Mystic Pocket Oracle. And this is a very cute pocket oracle indeed. As you can see, it's a little bit rough and worn because I carried it everywhere with me when I first got this. So here is the card back. Cute little petite cards. Here are the card fronts. Again, just really beautiful art style, really interesting the way the images are composed, put together. I believe it's called like collage style, so very interesting. I love this deck a lot. It serves very well for just reminding you of your magic. Oh, it just started raining outside again. Overflow of abundance. Yes, we've been getting a lot of rain in California as I film this. So yeah, this is the Into the Mystic Pocket Oracle. All right, next we'll take a look at another of Amanda's creations. This is the Wilderness Collide Oracle. So this deck is a 44 card deck, and it is just really beautiful. Again, I cannot stress enough just how gorgeous the artwork is, created by Amanda Lynn Hales. So let's take a look. This is the back of the card. And here, look at the front. Beautiful deck. So cool. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous deck. Frequency of light. Love it. All right, so this is the Wilderness Collide Oracle. Last but not least, in the masterpieces that I consider of these Oracle decks is the Inner Child Oracle. And again, by Amanda Lynn Hales. And we'll look at the cards themselves. So here is the very beautiful card art in the back and on the front. So these cards are wonderful in that they're very self-explanatory. They have a great amount of information here to talk to you about what's on the card, why it came up. So very beautiful, especially for inner child work. Again, just really stunning artwork. This is my favorite. The colors are just so beautiful. It's all very dreamlike, which of course you might expect from a deck for inner child work. Alright, so that is the Inner Child Oracle. Alright, next up I wanted to take a peek at the Black Moon astrology cards. And as you'll see, I do have a separate pile for astrology cards or astrological kind of information cards, but I wanted to keep this under oracles because I can utilize this one, or anyone can utilize this one very well as just an oracle deck. So here is the book with a lot of information regarding the cards. Let's take a look at the cards themselves. So here is the back, and here is the card front. So as you can see, these cards are heavily based on the astrological signs, the houses, and planetary alignments, I guess you could say. Planets, alignments, the whole shebang. But anyway, I like that they incorporate the main theme or the message behind it, such as Mercury rules the mind. The 11th house is about friends. So this is a really cool deck to incorporate into readings to just kind of get a little more insight about how astrology is affecting the energies. But yeah, a really, really pretty deck. Really cool art. Very interesting. So that is the Black Moon Astrology Cards by Susan Shepard. All right, so I guess keeping in line with the astrology / zodiac type themed cards, this is another oracle set that I believe works really well for readings, regardless of whether or not you're looking at astrology. So this is the Zodiac Moon Reading Cards by Patsy Bennett. And here's the guidebook, full color, very cool. And here are the cards. So these are the card backs. And let's take a look at the front. So each of these cards has their associated sign, and whether the sun is in that sign, the moon. Let's see. It's easier to just flip through and show you. So this is very, very cool. I really love using this deck, but it's a little bit on the bigger side, so a little difficult to shuffle at times. But it still holds so much value for readings. Can always recommend this one. All right, so that is the Zodiac Moon Reading Cards by Patsy Bennett. All right, keeping in tune with the moon here, we have the Lunar Oracle by Liberty Fi. I apologize for not pronouncing that correctly if I did not. Okay, so Lunar Oracle. This is a very interesting deck. It is very large. So as you can see here, this is the guidebook. Nice and big guidebook. Black and white, but if you can tell, these pages are like a light pink color, so very cool. Very pretty. And these are the cards. Again, they're relatively large, a little bit too large for my hands, but they're really, really cool. And I will show you the front. So this is a card with, I believe, the typically moon phases and then a message. So this is just a wild card and the wild card message here. And looking at the new moon, these are the messages. These are really cool cards, and it's a shame I haven't really utilized them a whole lot, but yeah, I really love this deck. I really need to work with it more. Very beautiful and empowering messages. Right. So that is the Lunar Oracle by Liberty Fee. Sigh. I will learn how to pronounce that as beautifully as it deserves. But there we go. The Lunar Oracle. All right, next up is the Secret Language of Color cards by Ina Siegel. And I've wanted to purchase another one of their decks. I haven't gotten around to it yet, so let's take a peek here real quick. Comes with a guidebook. Very good. And here are the cards themselves. Come with this very lovely back design. It reminds me of a beautiful autumn day. All right, and getting into the cards themselves. So they are individually colored with, of course, language of color and the meaning, or a message, I guess, coming through. And the art is really pretty, the imagery that they use. These look like gummies. So yeah, there's various colors here that you can take a look at. Very beautiful deck. Gives a very serene feeling to it, so very cool. All right, so this is the Secret Language of Color cards by Ina Siegel. Okay, here we have the Secret Geometry Activations Oracle, and this one is by Lon. And here are the cards. And these cards are a little bit larger, but still very, very beautiful. There we go. And here we have the cards themselves. So there's very beautiful geometric art here, sacred geometry centric, and we have like a theme for the card and a message here below. So there is a lot of information to be gleaned from these cards when they come up in a reading. A very, very lovely deck. All right, so that is the Sacred Geometry Oracle, or sorry, Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle, and this is by the author Lon. All right, here we have the Precious Gems Oracle, and this is by Maxine Gadd. Very lovely deck. Let me show you. This is super pretty. This is a deck based on the precious gems, so you'll see crystals and minerals that are just absolutely beautiful. You have the guidebook there, and the lovely, lovely card back. Look at this. So pretty. And the card front. And they all feature faces that are very much in theme with their individual gemstones, crystals. Very pretty. This almost makes me think of like Venetian masks. See, Opal. Yeah. So again, that is the Precious Gems Oracle by Maxine Gad. All right, so next up is this really, really cool and very thorough Intuit Oracle. And I purchased the second edition, so this is, I don't know if it's different from the first version, but check this out. This has quite a few cards here. So there's 133 cards, 97 base set cards, 36 bonus cards, and they go from various topics such as Lenormand, spirit animals, we have planets, zodiac signs, moon phases, a lot of really, really interesting topics and imagery covered here. So I've actually got them separated because I have been working with these. These are a few of the planet associations, the zodiac associations, elemental, very cool. And these are more of the Lenormand. Very, I keep saying very cool, but they really are. They're just really, really cool decks. And they have so much information here. Like, for example, pulling up the mountain here talks to obstacles and roadblocks, or indifference, solitude, just so many different ways that you could possibly interpret these cards when they come up in a reading. But it's really great to have these keywords here to just kind of see what is it really that's coming up for you. Even though your intuition is telling you something, you may not have the word for it. So I like to use these for myself. And that's why they are set aside. I've been working with these for a while, so yeah. This is the Intuit Oracle. All right, so next we'll look at these really cool psychic reading cards by Debbie Malone and Amalia Chitulescu. Hope I pronounced that correctly. This is a really cool deck. The art is just really neat and vivid. So here's the card back. Here's the art in the front. And again, it's just very, very ethereal. I don't know. It's a really cool deck. Really cool imagery. I love this numerology. So yeah, really helpful for using in conjunction with readings to kind of get a feel for the energy, or messages, just kind of to intuit. Use your intuition to just pull what it is you're thinking. What does this card make you think of? Again, very cool deck. This is the Psychic Reading Cards by Debbie Malone and Amalia Chitulescu. Right, so next we'll take a look at these really cool fortune cards. I know they're not necessarily titled Oracle cards, but they're really cool. I use them as Oracle deck, or as an Oracle deck. So this is Madame Endora's Fortune Cards, featuring artwork by Christine Philippak. All right, and let's take a look here. So here we go. This is the card back. And here are the card fronts. So they have an overall theme with a little message here. Beautifully done art. And I actually really like using these. My favorite card. Yeah, very cool, very mystical feeling kind of deck. So that is Madame Endora's fortune cards. All right, so another very cute, very interesting deck that I purchased off of Etsy. This is, I believe, just called the Sailor Moon Oracle by a Etsy creator seller named Trickzen, I believe. So yeah, just a really cool little deck made up of Sailor Moon characters with various messages here at the bottom. Very cool, invites you to really utilize your intuition, and features art that any Sailor Moon fan would appreciate. Alright, so that is just the Sailor Moon Oracle. Alright, and here is yet another Oracle deck that I purchased off of Etsy. I cannot pronounce, so it's Terra Soleil, I believe, but let's go ahead and take a look. So this is the Venus and Calypso Oracle deck. It is a pretty round deck, and the details here make it look like it could be glittery, but it's not. It's just a flat color, but it still looks really cool, as I'll show you here. So these Oracle cards are kind of like affirmations, I believe, but yeah, you use them as an Oracle deck. It works just as well. So we have various phrases here, along with beautiful artwork. Very cool. Let's get that in frame. There we go. So yeah, just a very cute little Oracle deck. There we go. Very nice addition to my collection, and I enjoy using this. So very pretty. This is the Venus and Calypso Oracle from Terra Soleil. All right, here is one of my more mysterious Oracle decks. This one is called the Elements of the Source, and this is, I purchased this online by way of Meow Wolf. And if you are not familiar, Meow Wolf, I believe, is an art installation. It's very interactive. It's really, really trippy. If you get the chance to look it up and check it out online, this is something I definitely want to go check out in person. But yeah, they released a deck, and this is their Oracle deck. So let's take a look real quick here. Kenna Ross, I believe, is the author of the deck. Let's take a peek here. We have a tiny little guidebook, which gives you some idea of the information here of the deck. Here is the deck back. And here are the fronts of the cards. So these are definitely something that you need to read up on a little bit before jumping in, unless you're comfortable just completely going off intuitively of what you're seeing in the image. Maybe the keywords up here, there's potential down here. So yeah, there are little themes or concepts behind the card that give it its meaning. I just really kind of took a peek through here, tried reading a little bit, tried using them, and they were a little bit difficult to kind of adjust to. So it's not a deck that I use a lot, but I do plan to do a lot more research into it and just kind of really get a feel for how I can use these and incorporate these in my readings. But they're overall really, really cool concepts, really cool artwork on these decks here. Really awesome. So yeah, that is the Elements of the Source Oracle deck from Meow Wolf and I believe Kenna Ross. So rounding out this video, we will go ahead and finish up here with the Journey Oracle deck. And this is by Allison Phyllis. And here are the cards with this really cool checkerboard pattern. Here's the back, red and white checkerboard. And here are the cards. These cards are very beautifully done. Very bold and vivid colors. This feels almost like a storybook, but not in the fairy tale sense. More in, I don't even know how to describe it. It's almost a nostalgic feel to it. This is a very beautiful deck for inner work, for deep reflection. Again, this deck is said that it is an oracle deck to help you find your place in the universe. So very much about the journey inward. So it's a very lovely deck. I like using this one a lot. All right. So with that, we will go ahead and wrap up this video. And I appreciate you being here to check out this video covering my oracle decks. And yeah, we'll go ahead and call it an evening here. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I hope you had fun. All right, thanks. Bye.